following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and we're coming into a Thanksgiving week. You got to love it. And give thanks, baby, because we're lucky out here. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many great ideas in your head. But guess what, folks? Without action upon that idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 125. NASDAQ is flat. S&P's up $4.50. Gold contract trading up $7.40 at $12.2240 an ounce. Silver up 11 cents, $14.38 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 37 cents, $56.83 a barrel. Notes and bonds continue to get a bid. You get the 10-year note up 11 ticks, 119.05. 30-year bond up 27, 139.20. King dollar down 451 ticks, trading 96.340. King dollar's got a failure on price and volume once again. Euro's trading at 114.10 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 112.82 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We take a look at the SPY. What you're going to see out here, folks, is that you got a rejection of lower price yesterday. You had lighter volume than what you're coming into. You're coming into the October 29th high volume bar. Bottom line, you came into that bar. We did that with 135 million. You're going into 160. Now, that being said, guess what? You get the bounce going on, coming into Thanksgiving week. Bottom line, most times you get a positive week, particularly when you get a market that is lining up like this. Specifically, what I mean, folks, is that, you know, we came down from October 2nd, came down fast, furious, you know, down to the lows of 259 on the 29th. So you had a whole month of going down. You do a counter trend bounce, you go higher. Bottom line, comes back down. This is the building cause for lower price. I first would expect we're going to see, you're going to try to get up to this swing area of the 281, and we'll see how it handles it with volume. But I expect what you're going to see, and it's lining up pretty well, meaning that you're going to have a contraction of volume today. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're going to be light days. Monday and Tuesday shouldn't have to be a light day. But we'll see how the S&P and the market reacts. I expect you're going to go up there and contract, and what that is the building cause, number one, to go after the high volume swing low at 259, and we'll see whether it's going to break it. That's in the SPY. NDX 100 and the small caps, they're set up the same way. They could have a much larger leg down, though. Bottom line is that you have the 160 hanging out here on the Qs. You're at 167. I expect what you're going to see first is 175. Small caps, the IWM. IWM continues to be the weakest indice out here. I expect still a bounce, though, on light volume. You get the high volume low laying out here at 144. You're at 151. This thing looks like it wants to run into the 157. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract. This is a classic time in the trade, folks. So when we take a look at gold contract, what you have is this. The gold contract had a huge sign of strength on October 11th. that's when we went from 1194 to 1230. You did 535,000 contracts, so you had wide price spread, you had the volume behind the move, all of the above. We get a little bit higher. Bottom line, now this is what's really cool about the gold market. We actually have a high volume high also laying out there at 1246. Bottom line, gives it up. We come all the way back, and we get back Tuesday at 1196. Where we broke out from was 1194. We tested that area with 249,000 contracts versus 532. That's what you want to see. You break out, you get wide price spread, you get volume, you pull back, no more sellers, and then right after that, on Tuesday, we had volume come in the market once again, 278,000 contracts. We're going to have decent volume today, about 235, 240. Bottom line, this is building cause to get up into the last highs that were generated out here, which was on the 26th of February. And it's going to be all about, and it is all about, the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar out here, folks, 3 separate times. It's got over this 96,450 mark, 3 separate times. It's given it up in spades. And, you know, what we had out here the last 2 days is that you were pushing back into the lower range, and you were pushing with volume. It got in there today, and now what you're going to have out here is that you're going to have a failure on a daily, on a weekly. This baby is set up right now to make a run for the last time that we had any strength, and that strength was from June 14th. On the June 14th area, folks, okay, that was a big sign of strength that the dollar had. What has happened is that each and every time that we've come down to that level since June 14th, it has refused to basically back down. You know, there's no sellers at that level. We'll see if we get any sellers at that level this time, and that number is 93,995. What we have happened this time, which is different from the past times, is that on two separate occasions, the last 2 swing highs, you've come off those swing highs with volume. We came off the swing high with 29,000 contracts. We made a low with 34,000. Last 2 days, we just pushed down with 37,000 as well as 36,000. If we look at the correlation inside the dollar, we'll go to the euro. What you have with the euro, you had a big day out here today. Euro is at 114.12. Right inside a much larger range. Euro looks like it wants to now run up to the 118 area, and it's going to be all about the actual British pound. So the way the pound's set up, we're at 128.72, and what the pound managed to do also is basically get away from its lows of 126.62. The pound, I suspect, is going to be the thing that actually is going to bring the dollar lower. And it's not that so much that the dollar is going to go lower on its own. What it is, the dollar trades in correlation to how these other currencies trade. And the pound and the euro is the biggest weighting against the dollar. Bottom line, that pound looks to me like it wants to go higher. What is that saying? That's saying that the dollar is going lower, and we'll see if we go lower with volume. Metals want to go higher. Market, I suspect what we're going to have here is that you're going to get a little breathing room inside the market, so that dead cat bounce is going to be happening. Dow right now is up 142. NASDAQ is up 3. S&Ps are up 6. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks!
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's up 161. You get the Nasdaq up 8. S&Ps are up 8.5. And let's go take a look at NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, folks, at one point was a high flyer, beyond belief, actually. It was, you know, a one-way move for the last 2 years. Bottom line is that the equity is just about getting cut in half. So the low for the year was today, 161. The high is 292. They came out with their numbers last night. Bottom line, numbers not great. Revenue, well, let's put it this way. In a normal company, that it would be great, but they missed by about 500 million. So it's a big number. That being said, if we take a look at NVIDIA, what you're going to see is that this baby. Well, here, first off, you get an ABC structure on the way down. You're breaking a B point. You're breaking it with volume. This stock was $302. I mean, $292, folks, October 2nd. Straight line move down. I hit that straight line move down to 176. Well, you're blowing that away today. So you get a 75.8 to B equals C to D. That is going to set up a price point of approximately about $1.70. No. Less than that. What? Oh, yeah, we'll get a little lower than that. No, $1.50. Thank you. $1.50. Yeah. So we go back and we take a look at this. This is what you're going to end up seeing also, is that you get a, you know, if we bring this back to 2016, stock was $24. February of 2016. Goes all the way up to the 292, comes off the high, monster volume, still going to have volume here. This thing is set up to run down into, I suspect, 147. And if we hit 147 with any type of volume like we have now, folks, okay, this is going to be a real problem child at 119. What you should get out of this more than anything is that, guess what, when you're in a profit and you get an expansion like this, you better take your money, because you can see in high tech, folks, when the NASDAQ falls apart, it takes no prisoners at all. I mean, it's a one-way move down. That's how the high growth stocks, that's what they do. And that's what they continue to do. So don't blink if you have yourself a nice high growth stock, because guess what? Get out and get out as fast as you can when you see those babies happening. If we go take a look at some of the Dow stocks, the strength versus the weakness out here today. The strength out here is United Health. That's putting 43 positive points into the Dow. 3M's putting 31. Big Mac's putting 26. Taken away from it, Boeing. Boeing's doing negative 37. Walmart 13. Goldman Sachs 11. Goldman Sachs is another equity that is in deep trouble out here. Goldman Sachs is down from price point of $245. 2 months ago, when you take Goldman Sachs and we take a look at how Goldman is trading, it's already into its breakout area. That's setting up a 174 right now on Goldman. You know, it's tucks its way back inside. Little trouble in paradise there. The GDX, folks, which is the gold equities. Bottom line is that they're up 37 cents today, 1946. This is making us run for a swing high out here of $20.51. And if you haven't checked out the gold report, folks, great time to do it. Dollar's failing again. Go to our website at TFNN. You'll see the gold report right under featured content. You can get the gold report for a month, 6 months, a year. All of them come with 30-day money-back guarantee. Bonds are the big deal out here. And why? Because what we have is that you have a situation that the Federal Reserve, no doubt, is saying that, hey, listen, we're going to go up in December, and then we're looking to go up 3 separate times in 2019. Well, the market right now is basically saying you can say what you want, Mr. Federal Reserve and Mrs. Federal Reserve, but guess what? Bottom line, we are buying the bonds, and we think that the short-term rates are not going to go up as many times as the market is banking on right now. Because, well, as they're saying, the market is banking on that that's not going to happen. We are going, the 30-year right now is going into its swing high from October 29th. That swing high is 139.28. We're at 139.18. You're coming into it with 374,000 contracts. We did 445. That's a sweet way, okay, to go into a swing high. And the way that the S&Ps are lining up, the way that the dollar just failed, bottom line, looks to me like we're going to be in a correction for a good amount of time here. It's going to get really intriguing watching how this whole thing shakes out. We're going to take a look at Royal Gold. Royal Gold out here caught a nice bid today. It's about time. Bottom line, it's up $2. Royal's at 76.45. That's game on to 80. Franco-Nevada, FNV. Franco-Nevada, oh, this is good. Okay, so Franco-Nevada is at the top of its range. 67.37. The swing high out here is 67.73. Now, Franco-Nevada, we want a little more, yeah, we definitely want more volume in it, but more than likely, what you're going to see is that Franco-Nevada probably looks like it may be the leader out of this consolidation and building cause that we've been doing since the August 15th swing high. So the correlation inside the gold and dollar has to do with everything with the August 15th swing high. That's where the dollar keeps failing. That's where gold went south. Let's go to Keena in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Keena, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm fine.
Yeah? Good.
Fine.
So, Briggs and Stratton, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, since you're the master of the ABCD, did I look at the volume here between the 29th or 28th and yesterday? It hit a bottom there, and it did it looks like an A to B leg coming back up.
Yeah.
Then it did the B to C and the C to D. And yesterday it filled the gap completely. Today it's doing a doji, but the volume is extremely low. And if you pull it up on a 2 or a 3 minute, I use a 2 minute because I day trade.
Yeah.
And you'll see that about 11:15 Dallas time, it had a big volume spike at the bottom, has climbed ever since. Do you think this is a beginning of an ABCD up to going up to about 1740?
Okay, let's take a look at it. So we get Briggs and Stratton. The symbol is BGG. Now, this is pretty cool, folks, because what I did first, Keena, is that I brought this back on a monthly just to see, because this came down pretty hard. So when it was coming down, though, it came down to $13.33. Well, it was actually going into a high-volume swing low going all the way back to August of 2011 at 12.42. So that's cool, and it didn't break it. So what I've found is this. When you get into these bars and, you come down hard and then you can't break it, that's a good situation. Like, okay, man, there's no more sellers. That being said, yeah, I think you get action here because what happens is that this also, it's a small ABC. I mean, it barely took it out, but yeah, I think you get action. You know, you get 1333. Yeah, you get $2.50.
I did $2 on the thing.
Yeah.
You know, A to B, and then the B to C is a little slight back. It's a slight drawback, not much. You can see it though.
No,
and then it all depends on when you start the C to D leg. I don't see, where would you start it? Yeah, on the 12th or the 13th?
You take the lowest point. The 9th.
That would be
the 9th.
That'd be the 9th. That's what I did. I took the 9th, and I took the math of the low point on the 29th up to the high point, which was the 6th. And then I did that math, and then I took it from the 9th and went on up. Is that what I should have done?
That's good. And now watch this. Put this on a weekly, and see the last time you really had volume is 1694. That's pretty cool. So I think you got it, man.
Thanks, man.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come back with our man, Mr. Dave White. We're talking technology.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today. TFNN has put together the best lineup of live content for traders by traders every market day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected minds in the business. TFNN broadcasts 5 days a week live from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We have live programming every market day during market hours. Every morning, Larry Pesavento kicks off the trading day live at 9 a.m. and breaks down the opening bell with Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour, followed at 11 a.m. by the team at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim with Fast Market. Basil Chapman hosts the Tiger Technicians Hour at noon, Steve Rhodes at 1 p.m. with the Trader's Edge, Dave White at 2 p.m. with the Power Trading Hour, and Tom O'Brien anchors the daily lineup from 3 till 5 as host of the Tom O'Brien Show. Tune in to TFNN's Tiger TV on your computer or mobile device, and you can always find us streaming on YouTube. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 152. NASDAQ is up 6. S&Ps are up 7. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 30 past the hour. Don't forget, folks, Dave has an outstanding show here every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Also has 2 great newsletters. He has the Path of Least Resistance and the Tech Insider. You can get both of those by coming over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You'll see both of them right there. You can get them for a month, 6 months, a year. They both come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Check them out, folks. Great information each and every day and each and every week.
Well, it's I think it's a big week for biotech. We're going to start off the first article here that I thought was more interesting than anything else was Bill Gates has for years worked to reduce malaria in Africa.
Yes.
Well, there's a technology, and it's called gene drive, and it goes hand in hand with what we've been talking about for the last year with technologies that allow you to edit DNA.
Okay.
Well, a gene drive is something they discovered that will force 99% of an organism's offspring into that one set of DNA instead of normally you've got a mother and a father, and you split the DNA. Well, you can force 99% of one of them's DNA to be in any of the offspring. And by doing that, you could, in less than a year, wipe out the entire population of all mosquitoes in Africa.
That's wild, man. That's pretty cool. Wow.
Now, we come to the ethical dilemma, and that is people say you don't have the right to kill mosquitoes. Oh. Now, they kill.
No, I don't know about that. Malaria is vicious, man. You know?
It kills 1.5 million people in Africa.
My father got malaria in World War II. I know, and one of my friends, Nunny, got it in Vietnam. I've seen what happens with malaria, man. I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, or at least people are filing lawsuits against Bill Gates' project to end malaria.
Well, send all the mosquitoes to their house, man.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of fond memories of mosquitoes, but I'm wondering. Their argument is, okay, you don't like a mosquito. What else do you want to get rid of?
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But yeah, well, guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen, man.
Yeah, it's always that slippery slope thing. But it is kind of interesting that within about 3 months of them flipping a switch, they actually could eradicate in a year every mosquito and all the malaria that goes with it. But we're going to be facing a lot of these ethical dilemmas.
Oh, yeah.
This one's probably fairly easy to say, okay, kills 1.5 million people. But at the same time, I'd probably vote to get rid of the no-see-ums down here in Florida.
That's a fact. They're even worse, folks. They're even worse. Well, I guess that the difference is I haven't heard, you don't get the fevers and all that with no-see-ums. But what they do, folks, is that once they get you, all that has to happen is that in the future you just have to get one little bite, and something happens under your skin, Dave, right? And that you get something in you, and you get itchy like beyond belief, like in 2 seconds. It's
most people, if you haven't been down here, they're like little gnats. Yeah. But like even half the size or even smaller than a gnat.
Yeah, you see them. You can't see them.
Yeah, you can't. They can go through screens. Yeah. they're kind of the anathema of that and fire ants. Yes. That's another one. That's another one on my list.
Yeah, I'll take that. Ant. I got rid of a whole bunch of fire ants this afternoon on my walk. My walk into my house.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can sit here and probably speculate about all the other animals that we'd like to get rid of, or at least put a big hitch.
And, folks, Dave and I are big animal lovers, just so you get that straight. We are, right? We really are. I mean, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs, and I love them. I don't see any reason but that is the real problem after you get rid of the ones that actually
I'm with you. I'm with you. Right.
So
there's plenty of people that like to get rid of the dogs too. So then we'll have to get rid of them first.
The only place I want to get rid of dogs is on airlines.
Oh. Yeah.
Everybody and their dog thinks that they should be on an airplane anymore.
Yeah.
And
ruff, ruff. Yeah.
I want to bring my for Thanksgiving. I want to bring my comfort turkey along with me in first class.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be good.
Totally. See how far that goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that again, a lot of those things, they start with good intentions, and then you move on.
Hopefully they'll do the mosquito thing, because mosquitoes are a problem.
The issue, or I think the other side of this coin that a lot of people don't talk about is they say that all this technology doesn't work, but then they tell everybody they don't want them to use it. So it's either it does work or it doesn't work. And I think everybody, at least we've seen they've done tests both on fruit flies and mosquitoes already. They know it does work over the last year, so they can't eradicate all of them. But at the same time, you read a great deal, or a lot of articles come out from time to time saying that the CRISPR technology that would do this doesn't work. So I think someone's going to have to figure out, or maybe this will be the big test that says, yes, this does work. Maybe in humans it will have to work differently, but in mosquitoes they've shown it that, and they figure that all it would take is about a 55-gallon drum, not buried in mosquitoes, but kind of full of them.
Okay.
If they would let them go, that's all it would take.
That's pretty wild, man. So are they in the process they're going to do it? Is that what's going to happen?
Bill Gates has all these lawsuits now against him, so now he's going to spend about $20 million right now in media relations to get people to quit suing him over this. So it's now.
I guess they should. The people that are suing him should go visit some of the people that are getting malaria in all these villages and getting wiped out. Yeah.
Well, he was spending about $50 million a year buying mosquito nets.
Oh yeah, no. He's been down there a long time working. Right.
So
no
it
doubt.
is, and
right.
of course, he's not only spending that money there, but here in Tampa, he's putting in what, $1 billion?
Yeah, him and Vinnick. Yep, no doubt.
$1.5 billion. So he is spending a lot of that Microsoft money that took, what, 10 years to sell or 15 years to sell off.
No doubt.
And there is a great deal there. You were talking about NVIDIA, and that actually, we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
You're talking about getting cut in half, man. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, how many of the used cards were available? And I have to say that I thought after that article, a lot of that would have been baked in. But apparently, it's much worse, or at least on their earnings call last night. It was much worse than even I thought, from the amount of cards that they had on eBay from those coin ops. But not only are they not selling new cards, right? They're not selling any of those to the Bitcoin folks, and that took a horrible hit this week.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin's laying out at 5,500 right now, folks, and it's in Never Land. So we'll see how that baby shakes out. But it looks like, 4,500's next, and you get to 4,500, man. I think Bitcoin go to 2,500 would be a mind blower. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back, and don't forget, Dave's got 2 great newsletters. He's got the Path of Least Resistance, the Tech Insider. Check him out right now by going to TFNN. You go to newsletters. They came a month, 6 months, a year, all with 30-day money-back guarantee. Dave and I are coming right back, folks.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
I'm O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 166, Nasdaq up 7, S&P's up 8.5. And folks, if you happen to be in your car and we're not watching Tiger TV, you are going to love this slide. This is a slide that we all want to know what is going on. The top of this slide titled "The End of Robocalls." Okay, talk to me, man.
The FCC, 9 out of 10 calls it gets are about robocalls.
Yeah, because we get them again. You know, we used to not have them. Now I get a million of them on my cell phone again. It's like crazy.
And the idea is, or at least the FCC's put out the proposal, and it looks like it would go in effect in February. It's called STIR.
Okay.
But basically, it's actually stir and shaken. A little James Bond lingo there. But it is kind of exactly the way that the internet works, and that is people that wanted to make phone calls would have to have a digital certificate. The problem is that there are a lot of people that will buy lines and then resell those lines to other folks. Okay. And then those are the folks that are abusing it. So all you know is that, that somebody actually went and resold that line to somebody else. It's kind of, when you think about phone lines, it was kind of the cloud before the cloud was the cloud.
Yep.
You could just buy banks of phones and phone lines. And of course now they allow you to pass on the phone line that it's supposed to have come from. But most of these scam organizations put in a phone number that's close to yours or close to you.
Yeah, right. It looks like someone's calling from down the street. Exactly. Right.
Right. And so that would simplify the way this would work, because if that certificate didn't match the phone numbers that would come on, then it would be the carrier, like AT&T or the rest of the folks or any of the other those guys, to check that certificate each time someone made a call. Right. And if it didn't match, if they were putting a different phone number out, then the phone call would not go through.
That's awesome, man. Okay,
so
cool.
It works very much exactly. I know TFNN asked to buy a certificate.
No, like the certificates, exactly.
Website.
What Dave's saying, so the certificate on the website, folks, proves that it's secure. That you can get on there and it's a safe deal. And they, that only started too about 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, and it's a pretty big deal. But it's public key, private key encryption. Okay. So there's a public key, and that lets the people that are using your website easily figure out if it matches your encrypted key. And if it does, they go ahead and use it. Okay. But if not, so it's kind of a one-way deal. Yeah. And that way it's not they're not impervious to attack, but the bar would be incredibly high for them to do it repeatedly. That's awesome, man. After that. So you could see kind of an end to that. Now, they're saying if this goes into effect in February, that they would, and I think the telecoms, from what I read, are already gearing up, thinking this is a fait accompli, that it will happen. But maybe we'll be out of this thing by springtime. Yeah, good. They'll go ahead and pass this in February. They got to give like 60 days for comment or something, and then the rest of it goes through. But it looks like that could be through on February. But I get at least 1 or 2 calls a day.
No doubt. No doubt. At least, exactly. Right.
So maybe we'll see the end of that.
That's good news.
SpaceX today received an approval to deploy 7,518 broadband satellites in very low Earth orbit. That's the addition to their 4,400 satellites that they already had approved 8 months ago. So SpaceX is going to be in the very big business.
Now, is that Elon Musk company, SpaceX?
Yeah.
Or that's his company. Okay. Okay. Well,
right.
Yep.
And of course, they actually, in fact, just yesterday, a huge amounts of new high-frequency spectrum was auctioned off. So we're just at the very beginning of some very new technologies. I mean, cell phones at the very beginning were kind of hit and miss. They weren't, if you were in a big city, you had capability. If you went out on the highway, you probably dropped connections a lot of time. Now you can drive from here to Atlanta and probably not lose a signal on a cell phone.
You know, it's so cool, Dave and folks, is that what I was just reading, I'm reading the history of Boston, right? And in it, folks, okay, Boston's always been a great city, but that's where Alexander Bell discovered, that's where he did the experiment. And him and Watson, the first time they did it, they were only in one room. It was one wire. It'd be like, I'm in this room and you're in the next room. Isn't that wild? And I should have realized it started in Boston because that's when Bob Bell was, but I didn't. And it's like so cool, man, that,
Well, they had a big argument that day.
Yeah.
Between the two, him and Watson.
Yeah, right.
On whether they should say hello.
Yeah.
Or ahoy. They thought.
Oh, I love
so
it.
we could have been answering the phone ahoy like we were on a boat all day long.
That's too funny.
For some reason, hello won out.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was kind of interesting. No one knows exactly where hello came from. It's kind of a contraction of a couple of words, but
that's too funny.
I always thought that was kind of weird. That if I was saying ahoy everywhere, I'd feel like I was back on the boat.
That's for sure. That's.
But anyway, SpaceX is going to do that. So if they've got this business financed, it just looks to me like they've got endless amounts of years. In fact, SpaceX over this year has already put more missions in space than at any time in the past, even during the heydays of NASA in the 60s.
Wow.
Every 2 weeks, there's another big rocket going out. They've got 2 new rockets.
Now, is he going to use this? He's starting to use this for all broadband first, and then what? Expand out from that?
Right. These new higher frequencies are going to allow all kinds of very high speed, and they're also there's kind of the height that the space shuttle worked at most of the time, and then a little bit higher is the height above the Earth that the International Space Station is. And both of those, if you wanted to figure a globe that was about 2 feet in diameter,
yeah,
put them about 1 inch over it. That's about the right ratio of how high those are. About 1 inch over the Earth. You're really not that far away.
Okay.
There's not that much atmosphere. But you can, basically, you're looking at about 4,000 square miles right underneath you at those altitudes. These are going to be even lower. I mean, these things are going to be skimming.
And so that brings all the farm country and people out in the wilderness into the 22nd century in a heartbeat, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the global positioning system that has 24 satellites.
Okay.
At any one time, you might be able to see somewhere between 5 and 10 satellites. This one, the way that this is laid out, you would be able to at any one time, once they get all these up, they're going to go over you at about 5, maybe 4 minutes. So they've got to have them going close enough for you to get a signal. Every 4 or 5 minutes, there has to be another one coming along. So it's kind of very much like cell service when you're driving down the highway. You're just going to skip from one cell to another or one satellite to another.
Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. We have the Dow up 130, Nasdaq's down 2, S&P's up 4.5. Dave and I come right back, folks.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Talking with our man, Mr. Dave White. And, okay, so let's see. IPO, a biotech IPO coming up.
Yep, it's been almost 10 years since we've had a big IPO in biotech. Everything that's happened has been, 500 million, 300 million, something like that since the bottom of 2009 or around then, maybe actually 2008.
And what does this company do, Dave? Like in the biotech field?
When we talked about changing the DNA.
Okay.
The DNA is kind of like the blueprint of a house. Yep. It doesn't do anything in itself. It creates RNA, and that RNA is kind of like a work order that says, make this protein that does this, and make this protein that does that. So instead of being a permanent fix, RNA is a temporary fix. And this company is basically going to do therapeutics on this temporary RNA, which is kind of like snatching the blueprint, making some changes and say, oh, here, build this instead, right? But you go back to the original blueprint the next day. But there are a lot of things that people have worried about in permanently changing DNA. This one would only change it. I think in a human would last about a day. It depends on the animal. But the interesting part that I thought about in this one was that it is so large. Most of these things, like I said, are way under 500 million or 300 million. This is going to value out at $8 billion.
Wow.
And Here's the kicker that you'll love. Maybe you'll explain it. 12 different backers for this company. 12 different underwriters.
Okay.
And that means everybody's snout will be
everyone's going to want their 2.5 to 5%. Yeah, right. That's a big sales team, man. Holy cow. Okay.
Big sales team. So we will have that probably out January or February.
Gotta love it. Well, listen, man, you have a great one, safe one. Appreciate the great education, Dave.
You bet.
Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Have a blast with it. We look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning. Have a great weekend, folks. Go get them, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.